Hey, it's Coach Josh, and I have a lesson today about mindset, and this is something that is it's talked about in business spheres when you're presenting your work or communicating in a public forum or public speaking, and it is you aren't always prepared for every conversation, for every event that you are in or the situation. However, and more important than narrating all of the things that you didn't do and everything that you don't have going for you, you are confident in what you do have prepared. And if you prepared nothing, then you're confident and focused on the message that you brought with you. And as a coach and as an entrepreneur and as a person constantly learning, it's taken my whole life to realize that even if I have absolutely nothing with me and nothing prepared, I always have everything I need. Because my message is clear. Show up for yourself, and be kind to yourself and the world, and you will continue to bring forth the warrior within. So we're gonna go ahead and get started on a little refresher. So we're gonna begin with some Superman breathing. So you could do this warm-up that we're about to do when you wake up in the morning, while your coffee's brewing. You can do it before a workout. You can do it in lieu of a workout just to get the joints and everything feeling good. So I'm going to take my hands and I'm going to place them between my ribs and my hip bones right here in the center. And I'm going to push using my breath. I'm going to breathe against my hands, exhaling through the mouth, inhaling through the nose, exhaling through the mouth, and I'm breathing deeply. This is calming the nervous system, allowing for muscles and joints to loosen up a little bit before we get after it. Superman or Wonder Woman breathing, depending on your favorite superhero. I don't think Aquaman's anybody's favorite superhero, so I wouldn't include him. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling through the mouth. Inhaling through the nose. On my fifth breath, I'm going to start to warm up the neck. So I'm going to lift the chin up, tuck the chin to my chest, lift the chin up, tuck the chin to chest. So I'm trying to stretch the scalenes and the traps, so the upper back and neck. I'm not rushing it, letting things go slow. And then I'm going to go side to side. So I'm going to take the crown of my head and pull it towards the ceiling and the far wall. Oh, maybe I just have a stiff neck, but this is aching. Going back, forth. Loosening up that neck. Side to side. Now, got the neck loosened up. I'm going to have a clock where my deltoid is. Then it's noon up here, it's 3 o'clock here, it's 6 o'clock here, and then 9 o'clock on the back end. So I'm going to go noon to 3 o'clock, slide it all the way down, 6 o'clock, all the way back to 9 o'clock, back up to noon. So both of my shoulders are going together, trying to touch every point on that clock. And if you go slow, you'll notice that the shoulder will try and skip the parts that are the most difficult for it. So a lot of times we have a hard time getting to 9 o'clock because it means I've got to go down and back a little bit. Notice how my head kind of wants to move too, but I got to keep a neutral spine. Now I'm going to reverse that direction. Snap, crackle, pop, getting those shoulders moving. Ugh. Starting to get warm in the neck, warm in the scapula. Yeah. Once I'm done with that, Now I'm going to breathe and incorporate some spinal extension and flexion in my breath. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to inhale, look up at the sky. I'm going to exhale, and I'm going to bend over at the waist and touch my toes. Inhale. I'm not trying to force a stretch. I'm just opening and shutting. Exhale, chin to chest. Inhale, chin to the ceiling. Exhale. Inhale. So I'm breathing fully. Not going exceptionally slow or exceptionally fast. Warming up those hips, warming up that spine, loosening up just a little bit, using our breath to do that. So we did a little bit of spinal flexion. Now we're going to do some stretching of the side body in that position. So I'm going to bend over, and I'm going to touch my toes. And when I do, I'm going to stay down here, and I'm going to, with my fingertips ever so gently, walk my hands over to the side of my foot. So I'm leaning to one side, stretching. Take a big breath here. Exhale. Fold it over, and I'm going to come back to the center. And then I'm going to walk, using my fingertips, I'm going to walk out to the other side. Big breath. So I'm staying in this folded over position, swaying from side to side. So I'm over here, then I'm going to come back to the original side. I'm over here on my right, taking a big breath. Walking back to the left, finding that tension point, big breath. Back to the center, and slowly folding up, getting all those hip, joint, spine, all that good stuff moving. Now, we're going to integrate the body together a lot more deeply. So, we're going to do what I call a yoga windmill, and I begin in a deep lunge. My palms are in line with the heels of my lead foot. My back foot, you can rest it on the ground. I prefer to stretch, so I'm going to push back with that. My heels pushing backwards behind me. My lead knee is pushing forwards. So already my hips are doing two different things. Punching forward with my left knee, going further back with my right leg. So now I'm stretching that hip and groin. I'm going to take my inside hand, and I'm going to get long with it. So I'm going to reach forward, stretching out in front of me, pushing my right foot back, left knee forward. Then I'm going to reach up to the sky, and I'm going to rotate at the shoulder all the way back until my arm gets parallel to the floor. Once it's parallel to the floor, I'm going to bend the elbow, slide the elbow inside my lead knee till it almost touches the heel of my left foot. Then I'm going to plant, switch, locking out, right knee pushing forward, left knee pushing back. My inside arm this time, my right side stretching out, lifting up to the sky. Once I get here, rotating all the way back, finding that parallel point, bending the elbow, coming down, all the way down to the floor, or trying to at least. Whew. Yes. We're going to do one more per side, because that was so good. Warming up those legs felt so good. We're going to switch the sides again. Get that shoulder, neck, groin, hamstring all stretched. Inside arm pushes out forward. Up to the sky. Rotating not at the hand, but at the shoulder, rotating that arm down until it becomes parallel with the floor.
bending at the elbow. Just come sliding through till you get to the ground. Switching sides once more. Heart rate's getting up. Hopefully you're feeling a little bit more warmed up. Back, on the way to the sky, rotating back, down, parallel, bending at the elbow, sliding that inside that lead leg to the floor. Oh yeah, now we're warming up everything. So we're gonna continue with that, stretching the back and the arms. We're gonna work on our forearms and our spine all at the same time and our hamstrings. So I'm gonna start on this plank, and what I'm gonna do, I'm going to drop my hips, lean forward over my shoulders, stretching my wrists just a little bit. I'm not forcing it. Looking up, tucking the chin, looking up, tucking the chin, looking up. I'm gonna pop my hip up into the sky here in this downward dog, and I'm gonna pedal. So I'm trying to touch my heels to the floor, my butt's in the air. And then after pedaling for a few reps, stretching those calves and hamstrings, going back, leaning forward over my wrists, looking up, tucking the chin, looking up, tucking the chin, looking up. Just really mobilizing that spine. This feels really good. Whew. Popping that butt into the air again. Doing some pedaling, stretching, getting those hammies opened up a little bit. Back into the plank. There we go. So really getting everything stretched and fired up. Now, we're going to warm up our squat pattern with a very fun mobility work piece. My heels are shoulder width apart. What I'm going to do is I'm going to drop down into a deep squat, butts below the chest, butts below the hip if I can, or hips below the knee if I can get it. I'm going to take my fingertips, put them underneath my shoes, and then I'm going to press against my knee on the one side as I reach up, follow my hand with my eye on the other, come back down, reach up, come back down, tuck the chin to chest, and then stand up, lock out the knees, and that's one rep. So my butt's down, my chest is up, nice flat back, reaching, tucking chin, all the way up, back down. That's two. We're still working. So when I'm reaching, I'm really forcing that spine to lengthen, tucking chin to chest. And when I tuck my chin to my chest and I stand up, I'm stretching not just the muscles, but I'm also flossing the nerves of the hip and the lower body, which really helps us with knee and ankle mobility. So, enjoying that piece. This is our last set here. Chin to chest. Boom. Nice. So, stretching the groin, hamstrings, everything's feeling really good. And we're going to do a little bit of lunging to get the heart rate up a little bit more. I can already feel my heart rate elevated just a little bit. But we're going to do some lunging. And we're going to do a mobility-based lateral lunge. So I'm going to touch the ground with my palms. I'm going to step out to the side. I'm going to come down, touch the ground with my palms, and then I'm going to follow my lead leg with my trail leg. Then I'll do the same thing. Step out, boom, that's one. We're just going to go 5 per side. I'm just trying to stretch the adductors on the trail leg and warm up the hamstrings and glutes on the lead leg. So notice when I do this, by putting my palms on the floor near my heel, the heel of the lead foot, it forces my hips backwards. Really opens up my hips, makes the hamstring work a little bit more, and that keeps me stretching and priming the muscles we're about to use in our workout so that we get the most out of our training and we walk away feeling a little bit more mobile, a little bit more flexible. One more rep to do. Yeah. Heart rate's coming up. I like that. So getting everything done. Now we've got all the muscles online. We're ready to kick some butt in our metabolic circuit, which we're going to do a pyramid today. So a pyramid, it's a descending pyramid from 10 reps to 1. So we're going to pick 5 movements, and we're going to go through them, and we'll do 10 the first time through. The second time we go through, we'll do 9, we'll do 8, and we'll keep going through this circuit until we either get to 1 or the timer runs out. Now, it's a functional strength circuit, so we'll be doing squats, we're going to be doing lunges, we're going to be doing archer planks, we're going to be doing abs. So we're really going to be burning a lot of calories, we're really going to be using all the muscles, so the intensity is going to be high. Your form better be good because there's carryover in all this training to your push-ups, to your lifts, to your strength lifts. So you want to always be focusing on pristine form, which I'll demonstrate for you as we go. But I'm going to show you the exercises. We're going to go through the exercises, all 5 of them, and then I'm going to hit the timer. We're going to go for 18 minutes, and then and get the actual metabolic training session in. So the first exercise is the squat. Now, if you have a dumbbell at home, or you're following along, you can grab a dumbbell and plop down on it. What I'm going to do is, with my feet hip width apart, shoulder width apart, toes pointed out 20 degrees, I'm going to drop down, touch the inside of my thigh with my elbow. So I'm going to connect the elbow to the inside of the thigh. And then when I get there, I'm going to explode up, and then I'm going to drop back down and explode up. So we're going to start with 10 squats, and then we're going to go down to 9 squats, 8 squats every round. From the squat, we're going to go to the archer plank. Now the archer plank's got a mobility component and a strength component. I'm going to be in the high plank, pushing through my pinky, pulling the bowstring back, and drawing my hand all the way to the ceiling. And that archer, that's 1. Coming out to the side, that's 2. So I'm going to go through each of these. So I'm going to do 10 reps total with the archer per side. So that's going to be quite a few reps. Then I'm going to do a prisoner lunge. So I'm going to interlace my fingers on this lunge, and I'm going to put my hands behind my back, and I'm going to step out, getting as deep as I can, standing up. My elbows are going to be, I'm not draping over my head, I'm pulling them back to the back wall, squeezing my shoulder blades together, coming through, boom, boom, boom. So I'm going to do 10 reps per side, 9 reps per side, 8 reps per side as I go, staying in that prisoner position to keep my body upright. Then I'm going to drop into the alternating leg V-up. So I'm going to kick up my right foot, touch my foot with my hands, kick up my left foot, and so I'm trying to put the shoulder blades up off the ground, keep my leg as long as I can get it, so I'm stretching the hamstring while I'm doing my abs. Then I'm going to go and I'm going to do a hamstring walkout. Now this is a burner because you have to do everything from the bridge, and you're going to take tiny steps all the way out and then all the way in. And every time I go out, I'm going to, and back in, that's 1. And if I can go further without losing control or hurting my back, I will. So it's a lot of little steps. It's a lot of core control, a lot of glutes and hamstrings. It's very challenging. So we'll do 10 out, 9 out, 8 out, 7 out, 6 out, all the way through. And it'll get easier as we go. Of course, so your heart rate will get up higher too. So those are the 5 exercises. We'll be doing 10, then 9, and 8. We're going to run out of time before we run out of reps, and that's the idea. So we're going to continue to take this one step at a time. I'm going to be going at my own pace. I'm not going to be hurried. I'm not going to do it with poor form. I suggest that you get a little bit of water before you start so that you don't need to hydrate as much while you're training, but you do what you have to do. If you need a break, you take a break. So get your drink of water, get ready. We're starting with the squat. In 3, 2, 1, go. Squatting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Arch your plank. So I'm here, feet are wide, over my hands. Thing up. That's 1. 2. 3. This is so much fun. Get my abs warm. 4. Training my triceps, upper back. 5. Woohoo! 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Yeah. Lateral lunge. Prisoner style. If you have a weight, you use a weight. I'm going to go prisoner style. Elbows back, chest up. And then I'm going to drop back. My hip and knee are going to shift backwards. That's going to keep the weight in my hamstring. 2. That's 1. 2. Elbows back, Josh. 3. 4. 5. See my elbows wanting to drift forward. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Alternating leg V-up. On the ground. 1. So getting that foot over my hip, shoulder blades off the ground. 2. Stretching the hammies while you strengthen the abs. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Well, hamstring walkout. On the ground, butts in the air. So, walking it out. Keeping that butt up. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Whew. Okay, 9 squats. So, I'm here, getting low. 1, 2, squeezing the glutes on the way up. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, we're only doing 9. My bad. 9 archers per side. One, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 5. Hips at the same height as the shoulder. If you can keep them there. 6, 7, 8, 9. Prisoner lunge. Again, chest stays upright, elbows back, stepping out to the side, loading, step in, loading. That's 1. I should feel a stretch on my groin and a lot in my butt. It's 3. This round we're only doing 9. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, almost home. Keeping those elbows back. 9. Woohoo! From there, go into the alt leg V up. On my back. 1, 2, 3, 4. Shoulder blades up off the ground. Keeping that quad locked out. 6, 7, 8. And then that was 9. Time for the hamstring walkout. Here, butt up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Ha. All right, that was the 9th round, or round 9. Now we're doing round 8. So we're gonna go 8 squats, starting, meow. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Even when I don't have any weight, always aiming my elbow to the inside of my thigh. Archer plank, 8 per side. So I'm here. Coming up, trying to keep the hips and the shoulders at pretty close to the same height. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. Whew. Lateral lunges. Again, doing the step and the stretch. Starts with the prisoner position, getting that upper back involved. Then stepping out to the side. All the way into the lead leg. Good, that's 1. Coming down, that's 2. 3. Come back, 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8. Yes. All leg V up. Back to the abs. 1. Well, that's 1, sorry. Don't mean to skip ahead. 2. Nope, that's 2. Shoelaces. 3. 4. You know, it's funny, you don't really notice this until you do a few reps, but this is work. It's actual work. 5. 6, we're just going to 8. 7. 7. Up there. 8. So hamstring walkout. Again, preventing injuries. No hamstring tears. No knee pain. Butt up. Keeping the glutes high. Two. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. So that was round 8. We're coming up on round 7. So we're doing 7 reps of a squat, archer plank, lateral lunge. So we're going to go for it all the way down, up. Again, back wants to be flat on a squat. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh shit, we're just doing 7. 7. 7 archer planks. Coming into that position. Here I am, getting into the high plank, shoulder over the wrists. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, Only going to 7. 6. Haha. 7. So the lateral lunge. Now, prisoner position. Again, forcing that chest in the upright spot. That means we're going to be asking more of our hips. And you can feel that if you try to change it and do it differently when you're going. So I'm going to step out. 1. Out. 1. Out. 2. 2. I can feel my elbows trying to ride forward. 3. 4. Whew. 4. 5. 6. 7. 7. So 7 reps. 7 reps of the alt leg V up and the hamstring walkout, being back on the ground. Now we only have about 2.5 minutes left, but I'm going at a fairly even pace. If you needed to rest, that's fine. Just catch up when you can, when you needed it. So alt leg V up, 7 reps. What's 1? That's 2. That's 3. That's 4. That's 5. 6. 7. Okay. 7 reps. Hamstring walkout time. So, hips up. Taking tiny steps to control. And I'm going to go as far out as I can maintain control. That was 1. Keep those hips up, Josh. That's 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. That was 7. Whew. Fully drenched in sweat. Having a great time now. All right. We've got 30 seconds left. That's just enough time to get 6 squats in. Let's do it. Feet shoulder width apart. Dropping down. Exploding up. Down. Exploding up. 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's do some archer planks. Got a few more seconds left. That's 1. That's 2. That was the time. Just gonna finish the set. That was 3, 4, 5, 6. And that is the time. So, my friends, here at Training for Warriors, we call our metabolic training days hurricane days, because a very good metabolic session is just like a hurricane. It's a brief and powerful storm. It disrupts everything. Disrupts structures, disrupts roads, disrupts energy. And then after the storm is past, it's time to rebuild, and rebuild better and stronger than you were before. And that's what you're doing whenever you're doing a hurricane day of training for warriors, or doing a metabolic training session on your own, anywhere. Short, powerful, intense, and then get on with your life, go get that cup of coffee, and have a great rest of your day. Friends, if you want a free 21-day program or some of my most favorite at-home workout stuff, just shoot me an email, josh@trainingforwarriorsportland.com, or shoot a text to 503-593-0179. That's 503-593-0179. Much love from Training for Warriors Portland, helping you bring forth the warrior within.
Oh yeah, it's Coach Josh here, and we can't ever forget to do our homework, warriors. So let's get after it right now. Let's go ahead and do our 5 T-spine push-ups. I'm gonna do it from an elevated surface. So, I'm gonna come, widen out those legs a little bit, come all the way down to the chest, rotate it out. Rotate it out, that's 1. This is 2. 2, 3, 3, 4, 4, 5, 5. Nice. Let's go ahead, go into our knee grabs. 10 knee grabs. Arms in close to the chest, throwing it forward and back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Awesome. Then we have our deep squats with our hamstring bias. So make sure you got those feet widened out. You're gonna grab those toes. You're gonna come into a deeper squat than you normally do. You're gonna rotate it out. You're gonna rotate it out. Gonna grab chin to chest. Get that stretch in those hamstrings. Rotate it. Rotate it. Chin to chest. Rotate. Rotate. This is 3, 4, and 5. Woo, roll it up. All right. Guys, we're here to help you bring forth the warrior within. I'm Coach Josh. I'm always kind of walking around like this, making a lot of little movements. Yeah, let's get this party started. I love pink, whatever he says.